Falámos de multilinguismo, por isso permitam-me que, prestando também tributo ao multilinguismo, passe agora a utilizar outra língua na minha comunicação. You want us to take your particular needs into account. You want to make sure that rules designed for purely commercial operations do not restrict cultural diversity. Je vois dans cette forte demande et dans ce bouillonnement un magnifique symbole de la culture vivante, mais aussi de l'Europe vivante, de l'Europe de la curiosité, de l'Europe de la créativité.
I want to underline the seriousness of the task that we are about to begin. This is not a conference. We are not here just to listen and have some coffee in between. We are actually in a serious and deep consultation, which is only beginning in these 2 days, it will not be the end, towards a cultural agenda for Europe.
Vous avez un dialogue social, vous avez un dialogue politique. C'est bien, c'est l'équivalent de la négociation. Mais le dialogue interculturel, et j'insiste là-dessus parce qu'il nous faut une rigueur quand même quand nous parlons entre spécialistes, quand vous avez donc le dialogue interculturel, ceci signifie que vous mobilisez vos appartenances ou vos référents culturels. C'est-à-dire les cultures ne dialoguent pas en tant qu'entité. Ce sont nous, les personnes chargées, sensibles, informées, qui échangeons et qui faisons transformer le monde.
Arrogating the word creativity to ourselves as artists is the first mistake. I mean, everybody likes to slag off bureaucrats, and they can be very, very creative as well in how they manage things and how they manage the economy of the institution, for example, how they house manage the economy of the institution.
Focusing on contemporary culture counters immediately all the historical cliches, because you have to answer today in your creations, in your artistic expressions, in your culture. It also refutes the demons of the past. So we don't ignore that history or that past that's there, but we don't let it burden ourselves. As we are living today, we are living all together in the global village with all these peoples on this one world.
So I think that if we want to do something about languages, we shouldn't only just talk about it. We should really go to the ministries and see to that they really promote and really put it into the curriculum more languages than we do, because we are heading towards a monolingual society in Europe.
English, we have to admit this, it's a language that is used in the economic exchanges. So the young generation wishes to find jobs, wishes to be employed, and we can see this here even, that it's only English that helps us to communicate.
Your hand raising specifically on that point. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to keep in this thread of discussion, and then I will come back over that.
If anything is going to turn people away from the European funding, it's the sight of a structural funds application form and the glossary of outcomes and outputs and indicators and so on. And the only way that they decided in one region that they would get the money to the cultural sector was for the cultural body to become an intermediary.
A hand went shooting up into the air there, which implies somebody wants to say something about that.
If we from the cultural field learn to look at the modern development in economics, we would discover friends, not enemies.
Well, somebody in the middle had the microphone. I think there we go.
Yes.
The discussion with Africa is still stuck on the acknowledgement of what was the impact of slavery and what the Europeans are going to do about it.
The issue here really is not, for example, as someone was saying, that there are dark pages in the history of Europe. The problem is that the light pages in the history of Europe are assumed as European only. The whole point is that European history is global history. It is made here and elsewhere.
Je voulais proposer qu'on commence avec des petites choses, même si le forum est très grand, même s'il y a des grosses têtes, des hommes intelligents, sages. Mais si on commence avec rien que ça, à créer des espaces, des rencontres culturelles dans les différents niveaux des États membres, je crois, nous arriverons à ce que nous cherchons aujourd'hui.
I represent